Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the home build. Today we are going to be drilling footings for a future back patio. And I did say drilling. So you can see here we're going to have a 2-foot auger bit. I already got my layout done for my footings. There's one there. Got my batter board, so I have my center lines for that. Another 2-foot. They got to go down. Some of them are going to go down about 5 feet. And others a little shallower, but the main thing is that I got to be at least 20 inches down below the existing grade of where it was before I did all this excavation. So that's what the geotech engineer said is a more stable soil is 20 inches below. So I'm real close. This is the native soil right here. So I'm gonna have to go down probably about 20, well, maybe about 36 inches to be safe. Here I'm gonna have to go down a little lower, but this area right in here is gonna be a section of the patio. The main patio is gonna be out here. I got 2 corners, and those are gonna be 36-inch diameter footings. And I'm gonna be drilling those. These ones here are gonna go down about 5 feet. So got an extension, got a 3-foot auger, for these and whatnot. So you might ask yourself, why am I drilling it? You know, it's gonna be, well, the skid steer, the auger, extensions, the trailer. 2 days is like $1,300, so it's a lot. But my reasoning for it is the invasiveness of the surrounding soil. If I was to rent a track hoe, which, you know, there's a cost there, so probably in the end would probably be a wash, but it's going to be a great big hole and wider. You got to dig it wider in order to get down there at the bottom and that sort of thing. So I don't want such a wide hole that I got to backfill. I want to only backfill as little as possible. So it's a 36-inch diameter with an 18-inch column. So there's just a minimal backfill that's going to be going around it. If I was much bigger, the soil would settle, and consequently any concrete that I pour over it, which I am going to be pouring concrete this year for this back patio, it would settle and it would crack. So that's the main reason for it, is the cracking of the back patio. That's where we're at. And I got another 2-foot footing that I need to drill in over here. This one here is gonna I got to be careful, because as I go down lower, it's going to be real close to where my my perimeter or footing drain is. So footing drain, clay tile drain, French drain, they got a bunch of names that are down there, but I'm going to be real careful. This one here, I'm going to have to go down about 5 feet. So let's get started. I want to show you how I operate it, how I'm drilling, and then you also get to see the forming process, and also maybe in another video the pouring of these columns. Let's get started with the drilling. Here my auger bit gets off probably about 8 inches or so right off the get-go, if you noticed from where those white lines were. And from within the cab, I can't really tell that I'm getting off. So what I should have done is sprayed some center lines extending out past where the hole was, the edge of the hole, so that I can visualize and see how close I am. If I realized I was getting off, then I can make an adjustment. So right here, I got the auger tilted and trying to ream out the side of it, widening it. So after I use my tape measure, trying to get back closer to that center. So this particular footing is going to be a little more oval shaped than I would have liked. Well, yesterday we got 3 holes done right in the afternoon. Here's one of the holes. We got well, actually I guess 2.5. This one's only about halfway there. And with this auger bit, it kind of drifts on me at times, especially with this clay. There's parts of this clay that it's all backfill, and there's parts of it that was really hard because it's all dried out. So it wants to throw the drill bit one direction or another. Here's a kind of a look at another one. This one was a pretty good one. See if you can get a good look at it. So it goes down about 4 feet right here. And then the first one that I did, it's kind of elongated, if you kind of could see that in the video, but because it drifted on me a little bit, just because the machine's tilted at a little bit of an angle. So doing the best we can. So what I do is I tilt the auger bit in one direction or another if I need to start angling it back the direction I want it to go. And that's kind of what I'll be doing with this one. This one I had to get in there and hand dig it because there's a perimeter drain, a footing drain down there that has fabric around it, and I already cut into the fabric, trying not to cut into the plastic. So we'll see how we do there. And then once that one gets dug, it's got to go down about another 2 more feet, and then I'll switch over to the 3-foot auger instead of this 2-foot one. So let's get started and get this done. Here I got my second set of eyes, my pretty little helper, my daughter, Miss Macy Rogers. She's helping me get all lined up, and as well as spray painting my center lines to help ensure that my auger bit stays true and to the center. When I'm within the cab, it's hard to stay nice and plumb and visualize, because as I'm drilling downwards, it's also starting to tip. So my helper, she's helping keep me nice and plumb as I'm going. If the auger bit does start to drift one direction or another, I start to tip it, and you can probably see it within the video here, that as it starts to get out of plumb or drift, I start tipping it the opposite direction to try to get back onto my line. Here I'm putting my dry line on so that I can get my center line down towards the bottom to check to see how close I am down at the bottom, and ensuring that the bottom is on the center. Well, we got our first 3-foot hole dug. You can see it kind of took us a little bit to get it in line, but we got it. And right now we're sitting at about 5 feet, and I could see you can almost see a ring right there where the old grass is. And right now I'm about 18 inches from that grass. I need to be 20 inches, so I need to go down a few more inches, and I don't think I'm gonna need the extension, which is pretty cool. So a little more and call this one good. I'll clean up all these little turd balls all over the place, these little clumps of dirt, get them out of the way so they don't fall in, and make sure it's all cleaned up at the bottom for rebar and that sort of thing for our footing. So keep going, we got one more to do. Well, we got all the holes drilled. This one here is almost 6 feet, and that gave me about 20 inches below that existing old grade. So got about 6 inches of gravel. That's what the geotech wanted underneath the house, so I figured that as well. And so that's the next step, is adding gravel, compacting it in each one of these, and then start forming up, bending rebar and that sort of thing. So have a look.